You may be successful in your professional and personal life, and you're ready for this chapter of your life to include the right romantic partner. But what you've been doing is not working. Would you like me to show you how to attract the love of your life right to you? So show me in the chat. Give me some yeses. Yay! Because then I know you're there. I just got chills because you guys are, yes, please. All right. So let's start. Let's start like this. Here's my first question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, low to high, in the chat, yes. How confident are you that you know exactly who you are looking for, how and where to find them, and what steps to take to connect appropriately with them? Now, medium low. I know one of you is going to be okay, a 3. One of you who's here is going to be a 10 because we've worked together, and you actually were saying that working together helped you understand that, one, you were in the wrong relationship. Good job. You're 6, you're learning. And then my client who's present is saying that when you did know the right person, you identified her when you saw her. You knew that she was right for you because we had done the work together. And you knew how to let her know that you were the right one for her. And I know the two of you are now happily married, and I just love this couple. So I'm super thrilled that you're here. Some of the answers to these questions, a 3 out of 10, I'm learning also, it takes practice. Medium. Yes, it does take practice. And that's what the art of relationshiping is really all about, to help you learn so that you don't have to fail to learn, and then you just practice and it goes your way very, very quickly. So I'm going to share with you tonight the 5 simple steps to attract true love, presented by the art of relationshiping. So this is going to be an evening of learning how to leave Lonely Island by attracting your soul satisfying sweetheart right to you. Are you ready to invite the kind of love you want to love for good? Are you ready to be wildly in love with the kind of love movies and songs are written about? However, things haven't worked out as you thought they would when it comes to your love life. So I wonder, sometimes, do you feel like you're alone on a deserted island? Imagine this feeling is like being on a deserted island. It may be a wonderful island with everything you need, but eventually you realize something is missing. Eventually, you'd like to share this incredible life you're enjoying with someone, but not just anyone. Imagine you're on this deserted island. The weather is wonderful. The fishing and coconuts are bountiful, and you don't have a care in the world. Eventually, you may wish to share your experience. You may wish that you could find someone who you find interesting, who is also interested in you. You really want to be with this person, and you want to walk hand in hand, dancing in the sand together. You want to share life's adventures with someone who makes you laugh, someone who makes you feel safe, who will look out for you and care for you, who you want to care for. You come up with a brilliant idea to send a message in a bottle and throw it into the ocean. Voila. In no time at all, you're thrilled to discover a bottle with a message appears on your shore. You open it up, and the response surprises you, but not in the way you expected. The message you get back says something totally different from what you were hoping. You're looking for a partner to share all of the wonders of your brilliant life together. But the communication you got back, I sent it to myself. Oh, Steve, no. I love you. The communication you got back. Now I can't say this because it's going to sound like you sent it to yourself according to you. That's not right. All right, go back into my story. The message and the communication that you got back was inappropriate, rude, all about them, and they put all the responsibility of their misfortune on you. Simply put, it was not at all what you were searching for. Does this sound like your love life? Rather than being excited about sharing a life together, you're become anxious. You're disappointed, and you think maybe you're not worthy and like you're better off alone and need to protect yourself. Are the messages that you're sending attracting the relationships that you desire? So, does this sound like your love life? Rather than being excited about sharing a life together, you become anxious, disappointed, and you wonder, what is it going to take? Because really, you're fine as you are. And still, you'd like to be able to attract somebody who you would love to spend time laughing with and partner with in a meaningful way. And this person would be someone who loves you for exactly who you are. You'd like to go to sleep with this person, wake up with this person, and enjoy every moment in between with your person. But where is the pillow talk, that intoxicating, passionate, walking on air type of love you can bond with? The one that makes you feel safe, secure, valued, and valuable, who you're eager to share your day with, life's adventures with, challenges and celebrations with. And you are ready to regain the confidence that you are worthy enough, and dateable. You're ready to know who to date, how to have fun dating, and how to up-level a relationship so you don't let love pass you by. You deserve a great relationship that makes you feel fulfilled. But you find you're not picking well because you are brave enough, when you are brave enough to send the messages out that you are available, you get wrapped up in someone who leaves you feeling less than, unworthy, and you lose your self-confidence and trust, as well as any hope there's someone out there for you. So the question again, are the messages that you're sending attracting the relationship you desire? I've helped thousands of people understand their relationship challenge and discover their relationship dream come true. Count on your hand. We're going to play a little game. Count on your hand, give yourself a point if you relate to any of these challenges. I have a hard time trusting myself in intimate relationships. If you identify that as that sometimes, or even in the past year or so, give yourself 1 point, count it as 1. I can't negotiate difficulties in relationships. I'm hesitant to take on new challenges. I don't know how to advocate for myself. I'm too fearful to say what I need. If you have felt any of those, you've counted potentially up to 5. So keep counting. I am too fearful to bring up difficult topics, thinking we'll break up. I'm invisible. The messages I received from impactful people in my life are blocking me from living my life my way. It's hard to bounce back from mistakes. I'm not young enough, thin or firm enough, rich enough, showy enough to be attractive enough. You may have counted up to 10 by now. I tend to be a perfectionist. I am not lovable enough. I keep repeating the same negative relationships, and I don't want that again. I don't deserve to be in a relationship. I have a hard time believing people like me. We're at like 15 now. I'm not matchable. I'm not enough. I wanted to have a family, but I'm getting too old to have my own children. I experience a lot of social anxiety. I have a harsh inner critic. I feel the need to prove myself. So at some point, you've probably counted, even if it's just an estimate. So you've got, somewhere between 0 and 20 points. So if it's 1 to 4, let's help you rebuild your life worth living. If it's a little bit more than that, we may need to talk, because I bet I can help you out. If it's between 8 and 20, pay attention and listen to what could go wrong if you don't adjust what you're doing and get the help that you need. Because if you're doing it on your own and it's not working, get a little guidance so that life does go your way. Life's too short for this, because my clients at one point or another said all of those things, and now they're enjoying their relationship dream come true. They say, I trust myself in intimate relationships. I can negotiate challenges in relationships. I know how to advocate for myself. I'm confident enough to say what I need. I can bring up difficult topics knowing we'll be closer. I'm visible. I feel heard. My voice is valued. I am valued. The messages I receive from impactful people in my life are supporting me to live my life my way. I'm genuinely loved 100% myself in every relationship. I am perfect exactly as I am. I'm lovable enough. I know how to connect in a way that I don't need to repeat negative relationship patterns. I deserve to be in a relationship. I have a supportive guide as a good relationship role model. I'm matchable. I'm enough. I feel safe, and I'm genuinely loved as my authentic self. Okay, Screech Hall, a little bit about me. Everyone has a story. Would you like to know a little bit about mine? Do you recognize any of these organizations? I have enjoyed over 35 years working with the companies that you see represented on this slide, helping them to improve their relationships with their clients and helping the individuals within those organizations attract the right relationships into their lives. I have always been the go-to person for the real conversations to help people navigate the hard stuff. On the personal side, I dreamed of meeting, dating, enjoying the thrill of getting engaged and marrying my dream come true. And it happened. We had the most incredible romance, trusting partnership, and we built a life, a home, and a family together. It was pretty perfect until he died. That left me head of household, sole parent, and you guessed it, single. The pain of loss was so great, I thought I could never love again. I figured it out. I wrote the guide that I did not have to help others through life challenges in this slide, both personally and professionally. And both of them have become international bestsellers. People reach out to me from all over the world to help them through it. I'm Michelle Hoffmann, international best-selling relationship advisor, author, speaker, and coach. And what I'm very excited to share with you this evening is how I'm really good at helping people get from what I call Pain Island to Pleasure Island, going from lonely to love. And here's how I can help you find love now. If you're single, you could be asking yourself, what are the new dating rules of engagement? How do you send the right message to attract the right partner? And how do you go from lonely to love to live your love story? So these are the two new books that I have. They are not officially published. I have them electronically, but my publisher has not released them yet, but I do have them in formal form. If you are somebody who for a long time has wanted to take action to create and rebuild the way you feel and live your one precious life, making every day a dream come true, and you are ready to find your other half to make you whole, to feel endlessly in love, and you've wondered, what are the missing steps? What is it that those happy people holding hands have? What are their secret? Would you like me to share those with you now? Yes. All right. For countless For countless relationships over 30 years, I am going to share with you some of the way that I help them achieve that blissful in love.
Hi, my name is Terry Roseman, and I've been working with Michelle Hoffmann at relationshipping101.com for the last several weeks, and it has changed my relationship with myself and with the online dating process. Whatever type of relationship you are interested in working on, Michelle Hoffmann is the person to reach out to help guide and coach you through the process. I've went from not wanting to have anything to do with online dating to having fun with online dating. And I invite you to have fun with your relationships as well by reaching out to Michelle Hoffmann at relationshipping101.com.
So sweet, totally unsolicited. She was so excited about what was going on. And I will share with you later where she's at in the chapter of her love life. If dating seems like the last thing you want to do, and you just wish you could totally be yourself without walking on eggshells or being worried about what you say or do, and you're ready to be in love with someone who utterly loves you, exactly you, as you are, so you feel like a teenager floating in love, then this is for you. This is for singles who are genuinely done feeling alone and lonely, stuck in an endless cycle of dating the wrong ones, ready to attract and fall in love with the right ones. If you're on the heels of heartache and ready to be head over heels in love with someone who loves you for exactly who you are. Have you put your life on hold waiting for the right relationship to come along? Are you ready to banish the anxiety of loneliness? Stop dreading embarrassing social engagements as a third wheel. Party of one again? Break free from the blocks preventing you from trusting yourself. Put an end to the sabotage that leaves you feeling unworthy in failed relationships. Overcome the games and manipulation of dysfunctional partnerships. Resolve the pain keeping you stuck in a cycle of negative experiences. Stop the destructive dating cycle, crushing your self-confidence, self-worth, and self-esteem, leaving you feeling unattractive, unworthy, and outright angry. Are you ready to steer clear of the pitfalls and dangers of destructive connections and be done wasting your time, money, life, and feeling embarrassed for dating mistakes? I'm going to show you my way that has worked for countless relationships for over 30 years. You are about to learn how to have fun with the right dates and not waste time on the wrong ones. The reason why you've been stuck in this cycle for years and how to break free from it. How to attract, keep, and enjoy the right love for you without suffering years of the wrong one. So you can enjoy that walking on air type of love for the rest of your life. You're about to learn why you are not to blame for failed relationships and why dating hasn't worked. How to maintain your individuality while being part of a healthy relationship. And the missing piece of the puzzle, which is why you've been struggling as the odd one out for far too long. How will this change your life? You're going to find a partner who makes you feel unconditionally loved, accepted, and supported. You'll understand what a relationship dream come true is for you and what's been blocking you from a relationship like others are enjoying. You'll learn how to position yourself as the right kind of attractive to attract the right kind of partner for you. The quickest way to recognize your perfect partner so they don't slip by, confidently steer clear of the wrong relationships to feel what true love feels like, navigate the good ones to have fun dating and avoid mistakes. Then attract a high quality, attractive person to you and up-level the right one. I just want to take a second to check in with you and see where you're at. Does this sound like you? Do you sabotage when you feel like you're getting too close or feel you're not enough and you don't know how to feel safe and secure in a relationship? Do your family and friends wonder why you can't find your person? Have you put parts of your life on hold until you're in a relationship? Would you prefer to stay home to avoid going to your reunions and gatherings because you hate feeling like a failure in relationship? Have you resigned yourself to living alone with your dog or multiple cats because you can't seem to figure out how to make a relationship work? Do you regularly wake up in the morning regretting there's no one excited to wake up next to you, to look forward to sharing the day together? Do you wonder, how can I learn to pick the right ones and not let it hurt my confidence when they reject me? Dating is different than it used to be. It's easy to find emotionless sex. It's difficult to have a relationship. Do you know how to attract the right relationship for you? Will you ever be able to find the right love, recognize it when you see it? Are you swiping left on the one you should have by your side? Has love passed you by or gone unnoticed? Have you missed your chance on love? Are you attractive enough? If someone shows up, will you make the right choice? This is a biggie. Do you think you have to manipulate and play games so someone doesn't stop thinking about you? If you're that person, then I think you're in the wrong place, because I teach people how to be genuine, be authentic, be yourself, and not play games. So I know plenty of people who can help you learn how to manipulate and play games. I can refer you on, but I'm not that person. So if you're a game player, that's not this place. If you want to be your authentic self, you're in the right place. Are you quality enough to attract a quality relationship? Will you get caught in a bad situation? What's holding you back? Will you know what to do when you recognize a wonderful opportunity? Will you know how to show you are the one for them? Okay, the real problem is the entire approach to dating has changed. If you haven't sent out the right messages to establish the foundation of a brilliant relationship from the beginning, and you feel defeated when you're rejected by the wrong people, by the way, then you might secretly be worried you're too old, too out of shape, have too much baggage, aren't accomplished enough to be in a brilliant, loving relationship. You've run into the same relationship challenges, so you've lost your self-worth and confidence. You fear you're going to grow old feeling like you wasted the most beautiful years of your life, not having the energy and fun you see others having. If any of these sound like you, I have good news. None of those are the real problem. They're just the symptom. This is for you if you are done feeling alone and lonely and you're ready to find the right love of your life to love you exactly as you are. The real problem is you didn't know the 5 simple steps. So, are you ready? Because once you make them, you're going to wake up with the kind of attention that will boost your ego, energy, vitality, and confidence in all the right ways. You're going to go to bed and enjoy pillow talk. You'll feel valued and valuable. You're going to stop waiting to enjoy life. You'll look forward to life's celebrations. You will look in the eyes of your partner and love the loving reflection that you see. You will feel safe, happy, content, and at peace, and your sex life will return. You will want to be seen naked. I know, it's a big claim. I got you. Okay, we're only 5 simple steps away. Ready? Step 1. Understand what a relationship dream come true is for you. Yeah, it doesn't sound that hard, right? The mind is where the journey begins. First, we're going to set the stage, put you in the right frame of mind, and it's going to be fun. But most people get stuck in a continuous cycle of dating, being disappointed, and deciding to be alone until the pain of the loneliness is so depressing, they decide to try again. But they approach dating the way they have in the past. How will you convince someone to love you? How will you get them to not stop thinking about you? How will you trick and manipulate them to fall in love with you? And when they break up with you, how will you get them back? No, 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 no. Relationships don't need to be based on tricks and manipulations. Set the foundation for the right relationship at the start and invite someone to love genuine you. The rest of the relationship is easy and enjoyable because someone authentically loves you for you. Consider this. If this is your relationship challenge, and we can talk about those together. For example, I am stuck in the same patterns. Deep down, I don't feel worthy. Or maybe your relationship challenge is, I don't trust myself in intimate relationships. I don't know how to navigate obstacles. And what you'd love your relationship dream come true to happen for you when we wave the magic wand is, I know how to attract the right person and co-create a healthy relationship. So you can stop imagining, and we're going to start doing this. Here comes the step-by-step process in how to build a successful relationship foundation. Here's where we start. The most important thing in my mind is to understand where you're at in what I call the lifeline of your relationship arc. And people tend to get these priorities out of order, but this is the best way to align a relationship so that the foundation is set, so the rest of your life in love with this person is easy and fun. So you start with the lifeline of your relationship arc. And this is, I've got chronological order here, like in your 20s and your 30s, but it's not necessarily chronological age that is most relevant. It's where are you at in your life and what would you like from the rest of your life and how do you want to enjoy it? And if we can help you find someone at a similar intersection, then already you've put things in alignment where you've got similar goals, desires, and things that you'd like to do in life. So it could be, career development, creating a family, personal development, community development, enjoying life experiences and adventures. It could be self-actualization, but finding someone who's either respectful of where you're at or connected and sharing that experience with you changes everything, because then you have a partner in what you're doing. Okay, step 2. How do you keep the wrong people from invading your island and invite the right person to share your world? So I talk about this, will you recognize your perfect partner? Might you let them slip by you? What is it that we're trying to connect with? Here's what it is. It's core values. Which core values do you prioritize? And I do an exercise where we go through all of these. You can come up with your own, and we pick the top core values that you prioritize. And there's reasons that you do this because you actually make choices and decisions based on your value system. Now, here's the trick. How do you find someone that doesn't have to have the same value system or the same core values, but complementary core values in alignment? Because that, again, is how you make decisions. And you want your partner and yourself to be making decisions in sync with one another. So I'll give you, here's a wide example. Living in the moment is a fantastic core value. And, building a family is also a fantastic core value. If somebody is adventurous, you could find adventure by developing a family. At the same time, it's harder to adventure wider. So if you find someone with family as a core value, they're going to enjoy sharing family celebrations together rather than going on an expedition on their own during the same time that a family gathering might occur, just so you're getting an idea of where I'm going with that. Now, it's not hard and fast rule, of course, because there's shades of, adventure and family in there that mix in between. But it's giving you an idea of how you set priorities based on your core values. And my other big coaching that comes with core values is, why would you seek approval from people outside of your core values? And we can get into that later if you want. All right, step 3. See how easy this is? You will know how to attract an attractive person to you. Here's the deal. When you are ready to dive into the dating pool, it's really important to be able to identify that other people who are relationship ready and who are not. So when you find someone you want to engage with, you know that they're not someone who's going to drag you down with them. Rather, if you're both relationship ready, then you can partner side by side and enjoy the journey along the way. Are you ready? Step 3. Here's something. We're going to play a little game, and after we'll see how the outcome of this game went. They say, I don't know who they are in this case, but they say how you do one thing is how you do everything. I don't necessarily believe that to be true all the time. However, we may gain some insight into a deep-rooted strategy of how we go about something. So let's just try this on. You can put information in the chat if you want. I'd like to ask each of you to think of a big purchase that you've either made or would like to make. So again, this is in no way suggesting you're purchasing the right relationship. That's not how we roll here. But we do tend to fall back on reliable strategies. So in the chat, put just a note of a big purchase that you've either made recently or would like to make in the future. It could be a sports car, for example, or a car, or a home, or a couch. And I love the example of couch because I've seen that over and over again, that a couch is a big purchase. And one of my clients, I asked, so how did you go about purchasing this couch? And the response was, well, first she says, I want to make sure that I'm, working with a reliable distributor, and that there's a money back guarantee, and, that there's, what's it called? Insurance. That's the wrong word, but you get my point, that they'll cover it in the event that, that's damaged in the process. And then once she finds those, okay, a cashmere sweatsuit and a diamond band. Ooh, I love those. Amateur ham radio for my vehicle. Yes. Bought a house. Awesome. So think about, what strategy did you use? Sports car. Bought my first house. Nice. What sports car? What strategy did you use? How did you go about making this big purchase? What were your thoughts? Did you do research? Did you go and look and try them on? Did you check it out? Did you ask a friend? What was the process? You'd like to buy a summer home. Nice. New car. Oh, I love this. So there's a way that you go about making these big decisions, all of the above. Woo! There's a way that you go about making these big purchasing decisions. So in the case of the couch, my client was saying, yep. And then she's going to go and she's going to check them out and test them out. And then she's going to bring her father and her brother, and they are going to put them through the rigmarole. They're going to test them out. They're going to try them on. And then she'll choose the color and the style, and then price. And I'm like, okay, now, do you remember the game Mad Libs? Where we're going to take out the noun of the house or the jewelry or the summer home or the new car. What else we get here? Amateur ham radio, cashmere sweatsuit, diamond band. Okay, so you're going to take that noun out and put in the word partner. So now when you read it back again, it's going to say something along the lines of, Well, I'm going to look for a good distributor for my partner. And then I'm going to make sure they have a money back guarantee and buy insurance on it. And then I'm going to go look at, reputable distributors. And then I'm going to try them out. I'm going to check them out. Then I'm going to have my father and my brother put them through the rigmarole. I'm like, oh my God. And then she'll choose color, style, and price. So what she was telling me is that for her, a partner needs to be trustworthy, needs to be reliable, and needs to be someone who's going to be able to enjoy her father and her brother because they're very important to her. So do you get how that sort of rolls? So it gives you insight into your dating strategy. So you might be looking for a sports car, or you might be looking for a car where you can fit all your family, friends, and stuff in. And either one, all of those things that you're choosing to invest in are totally perfect for you. Make sure that they're the right thing for you. And that gives you insight into your dating strategy. Step 4, know how to confidently navigate intimate relationships. All right, my favorite. All relationships follow the same cycle, from chemistry to casual to committed. When the relationship is new, it's in the chemistry phase. Everything is exciting and fresh. And literally the law of attraction is bringing you together. And you get this change in your chemistry. Your serotonin is released. You've got oxytocin, the cuddle drug. Literally, it's a chemical high. And with that, you can't stop thinking about this person. It is so exciting in the chemistry phase of a relationship. As you get to know one another and you share experiences together, you move from chemistry to the casual phase of a relationship. In this phase, you look forward to knowing how your partner will respond to things. You'll also enjoy anticipating what will be expected and routine. This builds a deeper relationship as you synchronize and appreciate the everyday in a relationship. This is like going to listen to your favorite song over and over again, listening or going to your favorite restaurant, ordering your same favorite dish, because you can anticipate that you are going to enjoy this. Just like if you're in the casual phase of a relationship, maybe you look forward to holding hands or this kiss to kiss again with this special someone. There's another aspect to the casual phase. This is also the stage where we start to identify behaviors and traits that we don't care for in our partner. So initially, we're looking for everything that's right. And now we're like, I'm not sure I'm in alignment with whatever's going on there with this person. And so this is when we decide to distance ourselves from someone because their core values are not aligned philosophically, their views are inconsistent, or you simply grow in different directions. So this is when I call it red flag deal breakers may come up. So if there's a red flag deal breaker, it's time to disengage. If there's a yellow flag, then that means be curious and ask some extra questions to clarify what's going on. And then if you get the green light go, that moves the relationship into a deeper, more committed relationship. It's at this point that the relationship upgrades to a tighter relationship through the triad of communication, trust, and that builds respect. And then the cycle continues because it catapults you forward into the chemistry phase. And at this point, you're like, well, you know what? Maybe we're boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever iteration that is that's appropriate for you. And then maybe we should tell other people about this relationship. And then that puts you into a commitment of an agreement of where you're at in the relationship, catapulting into the chemistry phase again. And that's how this keeps rolling forward. That's why all relationships go from chemistry to casual to committed. Here are simple reasons to reiterate why relationships do work. When you set the right foundation for the lifeline of your relationship arc, you've got complementary core values, and then you take into consideration faith, family, fun, finance, fitness, profession, temperament, frequency. So that's the vibration or energy or the patterns that you have, lifestyle, potential versus capacity, and intellectual connection. So often people look for those things first instead of the big stuff. And that's what makes a hazard-free relationship. And just as an aside, using the heat of the moment, the chemistry, the excitement, use that as a thermometer, not a GPS guide. All right, step 5, you are the right kind of attractive to attract the right kind of partner. Your goal is to attract someone who's attracted to the real you. That way you don't need to be someone you're not, because nobody can maintain an act of being something that they're not forever. It's just, you don't have to do that. Your true self will eventually show through. Posing as someone that you're not is a sure way to push a relationship out of alignment when you can't hold up that false front any longer. So when you present yourself well and make a good first impression, if you are who you say you are from the beginning, your relationship is then based on honesty and authenticity. Even the theory of opposites attract works when you and your partner are at the intersection of your relationship arc and your personality types have complementary core values, because this is where decision-making stems. Okay, and I kind of gave you the secret into this. To up-level a relationship, to bring you closer, you communicate well enough and consistently enough to build trust, which over time builds respect. So again, from chemistry to casual to committed is the way every relationship follows that cycle. And the way to up-level a relationship is with communication, trust, and respect. It will never be possible for you to achieve peace in your relationships without understanding the beliefs that may be keeping you stuck. If we keep doing the same thing, we'll get the same result. And with the art of relationshiping, you can attract the perfect partner exactly as you are. And as promised, here's Terry again. Terry is in a deeply committed relationship with her lifelong love. This couple, I've learned so much from Michelle. Oh, actually, she can tell you in her own words. You don't always know when it's wrong, but you know when it's right.
I am giving this testimonial for Michelle Hoffmann and her most amazing services. So I hired Michelle probably about a year and 2 months ago. And the first time I paid her, I had a really hard time with it. I thought, what am I doing paying somebody to help me figure out my relationship status and what I'm doing? And so I started her program, and there were lots of things that I learned about myself. And then a few months in, I tried to hire an assistant and failed miserably in my own attempts. And then Michelle helped me on round 2, and we hired this great assistant for me. And she told me about how relationships kind of, and I've learned they follow a certain cycle, and they all have a lot of things that are similar and in common. And she reminded me that one day when I was dating, that my experience in finding an employee was going to be relevant. I had a hard time believing her, but I think now I can concur. So fast forward, I decided to try some online dating. I'm divorced. I have been for 3 years, and I've been doing the online dating thing for about 8 months and having minimal success. My goal first was to get to the second date, which I got to a couple times, and then my most recent goal has been to get to date number 3. And I mean, I almost got to date number 3 several times, and then it fizzled out, no date number 3. And not because I didn't want it, but it's because the other person didn't want it. So I continued to work with Michelle, and about 10 days ago, I met a man whose last name is Wright, and Wright, aptly known as Mr. Wright. And Mr. Wright has all of the attributes, characteristics, traits that I had identified in my last year plus of pondering and analyzing what relationships I have in my life, what works with them and what doesn't work with them. And I compiled a list and I had spreadsheets and all these exercise results that Michelle did with me. And then I realized that Mr. Right checks all the boxes. And so, and he's perfect for me in so many ways. And so even if this doesn't last for a long time, I feel like I have learned so much from Michelle. And for those of you who are starting this process and thinking that's a tough pill to swallow with that price tag, my advice is you get what you pay for. So this is worth every penny that I have spent on it. And I know she's going to raise my rates now, but I strongly encourage you to work with Michelle. It has been life-changing, for real.
Nice. She is deeply in love with Mr. Right still. They are so happy together. Here's another couple. I'm going to just breeze through some of these so you can see this really works for real people.
For like the first time ever, I do love myself and I do love who I am.
Yay. Oh, she got another fun one in here.
Thanks, Michelle. Now I know how not to have a boring conversation on a dating app. I'm enlightened. I could just start saying, hey, what's a great place to go and listen to live music in your neighborhood? I'm in San Diego this weekend. Where's a great spot for brunch? And then when they tell me, I can ask them if they want to go with me.
There you go. So again, we talk about all relationships, not just the relationship with your sports car, your new house, your jewelry, your sweater, your couch. The art of relationshiping is the relationship with your inner thoughts. It's relationship with your physical self, your relationship with money. It's your relationship with your family, your community, your kids, your career, your clients, all of it works together in relationships. And this is why all of this works so well, because when you start to understand who you are in the world and who you really want to invite into your life, you've got a good partner. So, are you ready to take the next step? The most successful people in the world have advisors. Investing in the person to up-level the most meaningful aspect of your life. How much money have you spent on filling painful gap of loneliness? How many dates have you been on that ended in disappointment? What is your living your best life in love with a partner who cares for both of you worth to you? How much longer will you wait to live your life your way? Do you understand the patterns of behavior, know how your beliefs impact your life experience, and how to become aware of them? What would it be worth for you to break free from this forever? And what if you could work with someone for just a few weeks and you would never be stuck again? How much would this have transformed your life? Probably years ago. When was the last time you invested in a significant aspect of your life? What do you need to win? Understand what a relationship dream come true is for you. Will you recognize your perfect partner or might let them slip by? You'll know how to attract an attractive person to you, know how to confidently navigate intimate relationships, and know that you're the right kind of attractive person to attract the right kind of partner, and that you can invest in yourself. Here's the thing, it's not for everyone. You must be ready to do the work and really learn how to make change that lasts without trying to go for a quick fix. You must prepare to see things from a different perspective and truly want this change in your life. So traditionally, different people, the reason that we are each in different relationships or single are for different reasons. The chat in the comment in the chat is true. So typically I would just stop here and say, go to the art of relationshiping and click on speak with Michelle, and we can spend a few minutes together to see how we might help one another. Traditionally, what I'll do is I'll hear what you've got going on. It's about a 50-minute complimentary session. And then I'll try to coach you and see together, we make a decision if it's the right decision to work together. However, today I'm going to do something a little bit different because I've written these 2 books and there's a third one on deck called Find Love Now. You saw the covers earlier. And I'm going to develop and record the modules that go with those books. So for those of you here, I'm going to make an offer for you. Because love is only 5 steps away, and we're going to be covering the scientifically proven ways to determine relationship compatibility, how to set realistic relationship expectations that are relevant to who you are now in your life. And we'll talk about how to meet the right person who's right for you so you don't have to settle. And that the connection between your expectations and how healthy the power dynamics of your relationship will be, as well as the way your dating instincts impact your romantic behaviors and how to trust them. And many other secrets that matchmakers won't show you. I'm not a matchmaker. I'm a relationship coach. I'm not someone who's going to send a person to you and then you guys figure it out. I'm going to help you find the right person. You get to choose your person, and I will help you navigate the relationship. So again, I am now making a very special once ever offer. And by the end of it, you're going to have clarity on exactly what you need from your partner. You're going to be able to determine whether someone's a good match for you without any second guessing or confusion. You'll have a personalized dating plan to meet potential partners who have a compatible character and current capacity versus potential to meet your expectations. You will get digital course recordings because that's what we're going to be designing, worksheets, templates, activities, assessments, my 2 new books, client-only communication portal, 6 live group Q&A sessions through Zoom, not just like this, because right now we'll all be in the mix. One-on-one dating plan review with me, so you'll have a one-on-one in there. And these are going to be Tuesdays at 6 p.m. starting in a week. And this intensive is for singles of all genders and orientations, though most of my audience is straight men and women, but it all works the same from chemistry to casual to committed. So here's the thing that you've been wondering and concerned about and thinking about. Let me be clear. This will be a one-time hosting in this virtual format event. My intention is that I'm going to be recording. So I will need you to be okay with being recorded, and I'll have you sign something that it's okay because I'm going to be sharing these modules with my clients. So I'm offering a special enrollment fee for this inaugural cohort as we work out the natural logistics, and there's going to be kinks of doing any virtual program for the first time. So if you are interested in getting and taking advantage of my coaching and all that I have to offer, I am only going to ask for $197. This is for the group sessions. I think I put, there we go. Oh, fancy. It's for the 6 group sessions that I'm planning on recording. The digital course, the worksheets, templates, activities, assessments, client-only communication portal, the group sessions, and a one-on-one with me. I mean, again, we're going to do this so that I can get this stuff recorded. I'd love to invite you to it. So it's $197. And if you're interested, I will need to know in the next probably 48 hours. So if anyone would like to participate in this, it's for those of you who have joined me here, and $197. All you need to do is go to that Zelle and Zelle $197, and we will connect, and I will enroll you into this inaugural cohort of this group session, and you will have an opportunity to take advantage of all of my coaching and training during that time.